Evil, ta-na-na-na-na, it's so evil, quite definitely evil. Na-na-na-na, it's so evil. Now how come you can't see? Greetings, it is the first of the month of February, also known as the month of the Valentino lovebirds. However, there is no such thing as love on this planet. It's a planet of tricksters and mobsters and gangsters and mafia movers, and nothing's ever what it seems. And if you can't play the cabal game, you're better off not even being around here, because that's what rules this creation. Not right action at all. Not justice, and not what they teach you it is at school. Therefore, all the schools have closed because the lies got so fat and so ugly, and they were all targeted towards me. And everybody will tell you since I'm a kid that I, you know, stand in the middle of the class and I yell so loud when the teacher says a big lie that the ground shakes. So that was in every souvenir that my classmates wrote on my journals. They said that I should keep making the earth shake. Shake, shake, like a shake, a shake, a shake. Yeah. So, in this world of COVID, me flashing my smile at you, that's $1 million endowment. And I hope you are grateful, which I know you ain't because you're all pretty entitled. Uh, so, coming back to the topic of the night, so apparently today I have heard that 20,000 FBI agents have resigned, and a lot of police officers are also resigning due to the leftist Biden administrations, it so seems. And I was shown that it has taken effect in such a manner where cops are forced to work against we the people and Americans in like a flashing, very to your face kind of way. So, for instance, when I call the FBI and I present my case in a very rational manner, they go, "Ma'am, do you need counseling?" I'm like, "Excuse me? I'm a constitutional," and as soon as you put the word constitution in and you present your argument like it is, they go, I gotta go. Click. So basically, if you are not working for the international terrorist mob, fob, phobia, bodia, you are not welcome anymore under the United States flag. Oh no, because they just are here to erase America and right action, as a matter of fact, by the same stone. So, what's basically going on as well is, so say they told the police they've been bribing the police to lie to me. Now, the police didn't know as they were bribing them where they were taking them. But now the police are starting to get smart. Smart. 1, 2, 3, smart. Ooh, so smart. So they began by literally, like, I was at Callahan's and they sent these hater people. Always, there's only hater people around me at all times. Like, if there's a nice person, they are forbidden by law to come near me. You can't be near me if you're nice. Only evil people have to be around me, only exclusively. So there's a bunch of evil people at this evil place called Callahan's, where like you just sitting there, they'll just like, first of all, they stole my Bank of America account there. Second of all, they used my social security number there. Third of all, they got like me to give them all these AT&T details there. Calling it she. Like if I say Aurora Diamond Rainbow, they go, oh, but she, la 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 la. And then when I mention Aurora Morningstar, they go, but I can't be with you because they're already with someone else in there in that name. And that's the Biden administration. They're very evil people. So this Russian thing has been going on since Obama, since before Trump. Trump was roofied since like day one. He never even did nothing. Like he wasn't even allowed to even begin, basically. It's been Russia and, the mob fraud mafia since then. So the whole point of all that was, and I will explain now what's going on. So basically, wow. What's going on, everybody, is that they told all the police when they sent me these evil people at Callahan's who were like, oh, you gotta just leave and don't worry about your bicycle. Just leave it here. And these boys will give you a ride to your hotel. You don't need to worry about riding your bike with your luggage all the way to the Ascend Hotel, where I spent almost 45 minutes making a reservation that night. So then the boys that they assigned me to ride with, I was like, oh my God, are you like gonna be kind enough to ride me to my hotel? They're like, oh, sure. So I step in their vehicle, and then instead of driving me south, they're driving me north. I'm like, where are you take me? They're like, oh, you're just gonna come with us to our room first, and then we'll take you to your hotel. So their room was at the Red Roof Inn, second floor. And they had me in, and they got me to like get a puff and talk about how I was first initially kicked out of the Red Roof Inn, and then the Red Roof Inn was like, Zima. So Red Roof Inn is a big crook. Like if you guys are looking to go to a crook hotel, go to the Red Roof Inn now. They will print out half the period of your stay. They will work to roof you and to bully you, keep you drugged. They will just like, they're the worst people ever. So then I go to the Red Roof Inn the first time. They stole my identity for Dima Tabrawi. Second time, as I was there, they kept my paper at the DMV for Dima Tabrawi, my green card, my social security number, and my Florida license. And then they had me go back there. The people who took me there went to Atlanta that day, came back with an Annie thing, meaning, Billy's mom. Billy started it all. He started the whole Dina thing. And then, the day after, on Wednesday, I got my papers back, but I had already lost my case numbers with the police because they took them from inside my room when I was in their other buddy's room that was trying to convince me to never talk to the police ever again. Now, they had lied to the police. What did they told the police? When they sent them to the Ascend Hotel and nobody was checking me in at the Ascend Hotel, I called the cops. The cop came and met me at the administration of the Ascend Hotel. And the ugly receptionist was like all over the cop. And I was just sitting on the couch trying to wait to get in a room that night just to be safe. And then they just wouldn't let me get anywhere with this, just human agenda. Because if you're not a fraud, mob, porn star, terrorist, you're not allowed to live anymore. That's it. So they had the cops call a cab for me to go from the Ascend to Callahan's, whereby the owner of Callahan's ran out of there vehemently yelling at me like an animal, telling me to like fuck off and shit. So I'm walking down the street, and then this other kid meets me and tells me that if I stay further alone that night, I'm gonna get raped. So then I go and I check myself into like another hotel after a bunch of hurdles. However, the police had told me, ma'am, at this point, the only thing you can do is go to the Red Roof Inn or to the Grand or to the Simple Rewards Inn on the North End, one of the above. Now, I don't know if the police knew that was going to entail them checking me in as another name, because the police are only executing the orders of the terrorists, because the police don't work for the United States of America. Boom! So what are the orders of the terrorists? As I got checked into the Red Roof Inn this time, they shifted my passport identity to Dina instead of Dima. So now I'm lost. Like now nobody can find Dima Tabrawi anywhere on the records, because now I went from the Red Roof Inn where they completely like had me under the influence for like 6 days straight. I was in bed sleeping, and I'm still in bed sleeping because the substances continue in the body like for a long time. And at the Rewards Inn, the first moment I got in and I'm like trying to check myself in, they're like, oh, like they made me cancel my booking from this online fraud app that they had me download over there by their people. So the receptionist here from India prints my printout sheet and it says Dina Tabra. I'm like, why? Because I had booked for Aurora Rainbow, Aurora Diamond Rainbow, to recover my Dima Tabrawi full identity. But apparently they already have a Dima Tabrawi for Cristal Cordoba, an Aurora Diamond Rainbow for Tatiana Pushkina, and now they have an Aurora Morning Star for Amber Dawn Galardia, all birthed by me, involuntarily. Like they forced me in a room and they started to torture my soul and threaten these same girls that now parade freely under me. Like instead of being grateful to their surrogate forced, adoptive mother and sending me gifts and Rolexes and Cartiers for Christmas and kissing my toes, they still try to like bully me, force me in the sack with people from their tribe from Ohio. Oh, Todd. They send me like these terrorists from God knows where who enter my room and they go, are we gonna like fraud fidget midget? I'm like, fuck off! And I kick them out of my room and they go, I have a gun from Ridgeland. I'm like, fuck off! You think I'm gonna call the police again? The police are bought by terrorists. I'm not gonna call a stupid people who's bought by terrorist people. The police is telling me to go sell my soul to the devil. I'm like, sir, how can I be safe? And I'm paying my money. I tell the cops every goddamn day, sir, I've been paying over $20,000 in trying to stay safe in your insanity town of crooks and terrorists, sir. Is there anything you can do besides tell me to go to a place where they're going to further rob my identity? No, it's not possible because the cop doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just being paid by some terrorists to get me destroyed. So, dear little boys and girls, be very careful because nothing is what it seems. So now, I'm officially under Dina Tabrawi, and the whole conditioning of this is having my cousins from Brazil call me and go, okay, so the only way you can gain yourself back for Dina Tabrawi is go overseas and renew your passport there. Should we buy you a ticket? But then if I do, I'm certain that the new Dina Tabrawi passport they're going to issue me is going to be like somewhat not allowing me to ever use my Dima Tabrawi green card because that's already overburnt, because now I have 3 surrogate forced children that don't pay me for having forced themselves in my womb and birthed themselves out of me out of extreme torture. So that shows you that really all this dairy, forcing animals to get babies for you motherfucking morons to eat their children and shit. You're all heartless terrorists, and I'm going to stop all your grids of the evil. Because guess what? You're not going to take me down.